First of all, it's hot as all get out in this doggone sweatsuit, so I'm getting out of it. I'm getting out of it, right? It's a little toasty. And this is exactly why I've only worn it probably about like 3 or 4 times. Can you imagine being in Florida wearing that? Well, at the time though, that was back when 60 was death. Okay, now that you know I live in Atlanta, you know, 30 ain't nothing, 20 ain't nothing, 18 is a little something. I'm excited for this video though. But before we get started, don't forget to click that subscription button below. That way you can stay up to date on newly released content. Yay! But yeah, some advice that I would definitely give to my younger self. Sierra, if you don't take that net check and save it up, I don't care what it is. Yes. For all my minority students who are out there and they help provide for their families, yes, do it. Continue to help within reason, of course. But child, if you don't put that money up, if you don't try to flip it or find some way to create a business for yourself, because the likelihood of you having this opportunity to have that extra couple thousand in your pocket, bruh, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. If I could go back in time, I would definitely, 1, start buying my books online rather than through the bookstore. 2, try to find another place to friggin' buy USF nail gear. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't even buy as much nail gear as I used to have. I don't even know why I said that. I only had one. The only outfit that I actually balled out on was this USF sweatsuit. As if I was out here Diddy and Mason it up in this doggone sweatsuit. Like, it wasn't enough just to get the jacket, bro. I had to get the pants too. Okay, that's how serious it was, man. I was a super neo for USF. Go Bulls. But just better money management, making sure that I had all of my ducks in a row prior to getting out of college. That way I didn't have to depend on loans, because I don't think I started getting loans until 2012. Don't be afraid to go after those opportunities that will help set you up for the future. I think I was just so hell-bent on graduating in 4 years, being so traditional and whatnot, like let me get in, get out, that I just allowed things to bypass me. I didn't apply for that study abroad opportunity. I didn't take advantage of those internships that were out of the state, because I was just so gun-ho on graduating in 4 years, which is so crazy to me. As a graduate student, I'm coming in contact with all these undergraduate students from different parts of Georgia, different parts of Tennessee, or just in the South in general, and I'm hearing all the great and amazing things that they're doing, and it's just like, bruh, it really took me aback, because here I am thinking, I was like, yeah, child, I was doing undergraduate research, I was a part of like 4 or 5 organizations, I was working 3 jobs at the time, and you know, I was killing the game. But here you got kids going to like Greece, Spain, Morocco, South Africa, all over the country, all over the place, and it's just like, dang. If you're watching this, I really do encourage you as an undergraduate student to take advantage of those opportunities that your school provides. There are so many things that we completely bypass and don't take advantage of because we have our blinders on. We're so focused on graduating in 4 years, not recognizing that the best time is now. Get that experience now, so when you graduate, it can take you even further. Don't be like me. Don't be like actually a lot of us who get out of college and we're just like, what now? And then when you're applying for jobs, they're like, okay, what experience do you have? And you're thinking, well, damn, the whole purpose of me applying for this doggone job is for me to get the experience. Hello. But they're looking for college students now to be having the experience. So that whole 4-year plan is out the window. Please forget that and do what you can now. I mean, don't be a lifetime student now, okay? You know, people be in school for like 6-7 years and just talking about, oh, bro, I'm trying to get my life together, I'm just, you know, trying to pass. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Another piece of advice, Sierra, take advantage of the counseling center. Oh goodness. Yeah, I was going through so much that nobody really even knew, and I just thought that maybe if I would just stay busy, I could just tune it out. If I just stay busy, stay focused on other things, then the hurt and the pain wouldn't seep out. And that's totally not the case. There is a quote by Freud where it basically says that things that are not addressed can be manifested in other aspects of our life. And because of past hurts from relationships, from experiences of being like rejected, feeling like a failure, feelings of disappointment and shame, and all of those things really was just taking a toll on me. I'm just so grateful that I found a church that was faith-based and just very word-driven, because if it wasn't for New Dawn Restoration Center, I just probably wouldn't even be here. I would have lost my doggone mind. It was just like starting over again in terms of like my Christian walk and my Christian faith. So not only do I encourage anybody to get attached to a faith-based church, but I also say this: make sure that you are getting that support through your counseling center as well. There are so many resources that will help with that suicidal ideation, that will help with that depression, will help with that eating disorder, will help you with that stress and anxiety. There's always somebody to talk to. There's always something out there. There's always a resource out there to help you with what you're experiencing or what you're going through. So understand that. It could also be a cultural thing. Like, we're taught not to seek help with whatever we're dealing with. We're taught to just kind of throw it underneath the rug and keep it pushing. And then a lot of times in academia, it's just seen as, this is college, it's not supposed to be easy. If you're not stressed out, if you're not pulling all-nighters, then obviously you're not doing a good job. Obviously, you know, this is the college experience. And I really want to break that stigma, because there's a lot of people who are dealing with that. I'll be going to the library and you see people passed out. Literally, ambulances will have to take stretchers because kids are doped up on these caffeine pills, taking coffee, chasing it with 5-hour energy, all that stuff. And yet we're putting our mental and our physical states in jeopardy. And so if you're a college student or a graduate student or whatever, I don't want you to ever feel like this is something that you have to do, that you have to live up to this academic standard. Like, if I'm not pushing myself hard enough, then obviously there's a freaking problem. No. Yes, is it hard? Of course. Are you gonna have to be able to step up to the plate and pull off those assignments? Yes, of course, but don't do it to the point where it's a detriment to you. The school is an actual community. They have so many things out there for whatever you're going through. It's about creating boundaries, creating those healthy boundaries, those healthy relationships, and making sure that you're putting yourself first. Yeah, this episode is pretty much off the top of the dome and random. I think it's more of like a vlog kind of vibe. Yeah, because there is really no structure. It's very free-formed. But thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Legacy Speaks. If you're currently in your undergraduate years, I hope that you're able to apply this to your life as well. If not, then yeah. But for my old heads who've already went through college, graduated, and been there, done that, drop some advice that you would give to yourself down below in the comment box. You never know who you could be helping. Trust me, I can look back constantly over my life and I'm like, dang, man. Hit that subscription button. That way you can remain up to date on weekly content on a regular basis. And be sure to stay connected via Legacy SBKS on everything. Until next time.